The Sausalito waterfront has always been a unique and picturesque place, filled with vibrant culture. A good amount of the people who live here on houseboats are artists, poets, painters, musicians, sculptors, you name it. Many of these artists flocked to the waterfront during the 50s, 60s, and 70s after Marin Ship Corporation ceased building Liberty ships for the United States.
When the Marin shipyard came to Sausalito, they basically took out part of the Sausalito waterfront to build this huge boatyard. And they built 93 tankers here in record time. There were 60,000 workers working as a part of the Marin shipyard. And as a result of the Marin ship, there was a lot of boats that were left here on the Sausalito waterfront.
They sold off the boatyards where they built the ships here, and Arquez family bought a couple of plots of it in this area here where we're at here today as part of that, Gate 5. And by the 1960s, you know, there were hundreds of boats here, nobody paying any rent.
And this was an incredibly historic era for artists. They flocked to the Sausalito waterfront, found this very affordable housing in old leftover World War II craft, and they built homes and they built studios aboard many of these boats. The county of Marin basically wanted to abate many of the small boats that were a part of the Gate 5 and Gate 6 communities here in Sausalito.
When people wanted to live on their own boats here, free of tyranny, they just came in with a bunch of cops and beat the shit out of them on numerous occasions, as needed. And so now the owner of the property has quiet title, as they say, and he can do whatever with it what he wants. And he charges us plenty to be here. I still like being here. Yeah, sure. It's a little more expensive, quite a lot more expensive than it used to be. You know, I don't have to traipse through a bunch of mud to get to my house anymore. So that's good, and we appreciate the improvements.
I used to live in a beige condo. I mean, literally, the condo association said, you can't put up a flag on the 4th of July. You know, I mean, I hated that. And so, found this place, and it's just like, you know, anything you want, you know.
So what's your favorite thing about living on a houseboat?
The wildlife and the weather and the community. So I guess there's 3 things that I like about, not just one.
You know, I knew it all from the days when everybody was yelling at everybody. I suddenly discovered there were wonderful neighbors and everybody took care of everybody. And the people at the Gates Co-op were nifty people. And so when it came time to move, I decided to buy a houseboat.
And you know, I used to live anchored out here. We did, you know, right offshore here. Where these docks are now, we would be anchored out in that area. And you know, you get in your rowboat and go back and forth every day. And you got to bring all your water, and food, and firewood, and whatever you're going to use out there with you. So every day is a constant struggle. You know, just to do the basic stuff. Get up, go to work, whatever you do, come home, fix something to eat, and go to bed, you know, and have a fire. But and I appreciate you know, having a pretty nice address here.
Jermaine.